Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday, turning over new makeup releases, my thoughts on them, if I'm planning to pick them up or pass over them. I'll have my playlist linked down below, as well as the community Will I Buy It playlist, which I started so any creator that makes new releases style of videos can add to the playlist so you can binge watch if you please. But I do have a lot to chat about today, so why don't we go ahead and get started. Okay, so per usual, I'm gonna scoot over closer to Perry. I put Perry on like a little thing. You know, I'm an author. I come up with words on a daily basis. But I put it on like a little stepping stool type thing, so he's a little bit bigger. Let me know what you think, or is it like too much? Like, is Perry like the focus? Let me know. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoot over so I can add in some photos. I did want to say I did film this makeup look for an Instagram tutorial, so if it's up I will link it, otherwise it will be coming. I got sent some of the products from the Colourpop Villains line, so the Misunderstood eyeshadow palette, and then they also sent me over the Ursula set, which had a highlighter, a lipstick, and a glossy lip in there. So I used both of these things, so I feel like, especially the lip is kind of like throwing me off when I look in the viewfinder, because I'm like, whoa, it's very bold and it keeps getting on my teeth. So if you see me with lipstick on my teeth, it's Ursula's fault. It's definitely not my fault. But again, I'll have that link below if you are interested in this makeup look. But speaking of Colourpop, let's kick it off with Colourpop, because they just came out with their birthday collection and a lot of people were really excited about this. I was getting tagged pretty much everywhere when this collection was dropped. This is their watermelon collection, and it says this includes the main squeeze eyeshadow palette for $12. They also have some ultra matte lip shades, So Juicy plumping glosses. They have a couple different bundles that you can grab. They have some more glitterly obsessed. Yes, there we go. Some more supernova shadows. They have bundles of those. This is huge. This is a giant collection. So this released on May 16th at Colourpop. So it's been in like the last 3 or 4 Will I Buy It videos. I've been saying how I'm just not really getting excited for a lot of things. I definitely feel like I have makeup fatigue. I even put that on my thumbnail last week, like makeup fatigue. Like, I don't know if it was the VIB sale. I don't know, maybe it's just because of what's been going on with me personally, you know, moving and everything that goes along with that. I've just been feeling like not very excited about a lot of new releases. It's been, I mean, it's been really challenging for me to be like, yes, I'm really excited about this, I'm gonna go out and grab it. I've just been like, nope, nope, can pass, can pass, can pass. I saw this eyeshadow palette come out from Colourpop, and I ordered it the day it launched. So there's that. Thank you, Colourpop. I am not shocked that it was Colourpop that got me over my makeup fatigue. Like, I can't say that I'm surprised. Like, is there a brand that if you are feeling fatigued, because I know a lot of you are, I've been seeing that a lot in my comments, is there one brand that you're like, I bet when that brand releases something, I'm gonna want it? Because I can't say I'm surprised that that happened with Colourpop. So I did go ahead and purchase the main squeeze eyeshadow palette. So I'll do a Colourpop haul coming up, because I got the palette and then just a few other like random things. So but out of the birthday collection, the palette is the only thing that I grabbed out of there. So I will have a haul coming up, but I was so attracted to this palette. I really like Colourpop palettes. I've said that multiple times in my videos. I think the quality is fantastic and the price is fantastic. This one looks like it has a mirror on it. It has these oranges in there and these corals and just colors that I love to wear, colors that I think look so good with green eyes, colors that I just enjoy so much. So I definitely went ahead and made a purchase with this one. So that was a good time. Did anyone purchase anything from the birthday collection? I was getting so many tags on this. They did also have a free Super Shock shadow that came with an order with the birthday collection. I know it said that it was super limited edition for that free Super Shock shadow. I did get it in my order, so maybe I'll try it out. I'll see kind of when I get it, but it looked really, really beautiful, and it looked like it would pair well with the palette, but we'll have to see. I'm not a big Super Shock shadow fan, but thought I would throw that out there at you. I do want to say also that I'm filming this on Friday. I generally film for the Will I Buy It's on Monday, but I am actually a little bit ahead of schedule, and I'm also feeling a bit under the weather. My voice is kind of struggling. I just came down kind of just with a really bad cough. Like, nothing else is too bad, but my cough is super, super bad. So I'm not sure how I'll feel throughout the weekend, and just in case I happen to get worse and maybe I'll need to take Monday off, I figured since I could film today, I would just go ahead and slide this in here. I went ahead and purchased this on yesterday, which was Thursday at the time that I'm filming. So I don't know, sometimes Colourpop orders get to me really quickly, sometimes they get to me really late. So I don't know for sure when it'll be coming, but let me know if you want to see like live swatches with the palette, tutorials with the palette. I don't know, let me know what you want to see with that one. But I did go ahead and purchase the Colourpop main squeeze palette. I keep wanting to call it the watermelon palette, but I purchased the main squeeze palette. I was also getting a lot of tags on the foundation that is releasing from Juvia's place. So this is they're launching a complexion line called the I Am Magic. So it will include the, I feel like I can't even talk, and I feel like my voice just sounds scratchy. Ugh. But they're releasing the foundation, which is velvety matte. It has 42 shades, 4 different undertones. They're going to be $20 each. I'm reading from the Trend Mid One Instagram, so I do always have her linked down below. I am super curious to try this out. Oh, they're also releasing concealers. These are going to be $14. They're going to be available May 20th. And then they're also going, and a little bit later, they're going to be coming out with loose setting powders. I'm really curious about both the foundation and the concealer, and I'm thinking that I want to go ahead and grab these two. Look at this, we're starting off 2 for 2. Like, of course, like, I kind of knew I was feeling makeup fatigue, but I didn't say it until last week, and of course that's when I, like, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, wait to try all these different things. I'm actually really curious to try both of these, and I think that they're both really good prices. $20 for the foundation, $14 for the concealer. I think that's pretty cool. I would be really intrigued to try these out. Like I said, again, there's 42 different shades, so I'm kind of looking at everything in there. Hopefully I would be able to find, you know, my correct shade in both the foundation and the concealer and try them out. But what are you guys thinking about this from Juvia's place? I'm pretty excited to try these out. So Anastasia Beverly Hills is coming out with some more new releases for summer. So we know about the body oil, which is also coming out with a mini matte lipstick set. I actually don't really like Anastasia lipsticks, both the liquid lipsticks, the matte lipsticks. I've not been a fan of the formula. I've bought them myself and I've tried them out. Just not a fan. And she's also coming out with loose pigments. So I'm not a big loose pigment girl, but I also did just purchase 3 from Colourpop not that long ago when Kathleen Lights came out with her collaboration. I actually really do like the pigments that I purchased. And one thing that I like about the ones that I got and the shades that I got is that I feel like they're kind of unique colors, ones that I don't necessarily have in my palettes. Kind of looking at the swatches of the pigments right here, I think that they look pretty, but nothing really jumps out at me. Like, you know, I got the Ram, which is that really like hot orange with a bunch of gold in it. Like, I just think it's such a cool shade and one that I don't have really like in my palettes. Kind of looking at these, I'm like, okay, you know, I could probably duplicate them out of a palette. So can't say that I'm super stoked on the Anastasia loose pigments, but says these are going to be available May 21st at the Anastasia Beverly Hills website and then May 28th at other vendors. So in case you're interested, we got some more new Anastasia releases. This is just some makeup news. It is that Melt Cosmetics is going to be available now at Sephora. So it's always really fun to see the new brands that get brought into like Sephora and Ulta, but Melt Cosmetics is the newest one coming to Sephora. So they're gonna have some eyeshadow palettes on there, some of the stacks, which is pretty cool. I know a lot of people really like those. Lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, eyeliners, lip liners, blushes, highlighters. So it's going to be available starting May 17th online and then early June in stores. So I'm really curious to know if you guys will be getting anything. I said something about this on my Twitter last night and a bunch of people were saying that you were going to be grabbing one of the Melt stacks. A bunch of people seem to have their eye on eyeshadow palettes, so I would love to hear what you think about this. Again, it is nice to see some of these brands getting brought into Sephora and Ulta because I'm definitely someone who I really do enjoy the rewards, you know, things like Ebates, getting cash back for them. You know, sometimes you get gift cards to these bigger retailers, so it makes it kind of easier to shop there. So a big congratulations to Melt. Not a lot of Melt's cosmetics products have really called to me, and another thing too is that their price point has typically been a little bit higher. So now coming into Sephora, maybe I won't be as like unsure to try things, but I can't say like right off the bat. Like, I was on the Sephora website this morning, of course, because I feel like I visit Sephora and Ulta every morning and just see what's going on, see what's up. And I didn't feel a pull to grab anything right away, but yeah, Melt Cosmetics coming into Sephora. Really curious to see this new launch from Ofra Cosmetics. So they are dropping 2 different primers. One is an illuminating primer, or no, I'm sorry, they're both illuminating primers. One is Northern Lights, which is a light reflecting primer to diffuse pores, and it dries down to a satin finish to give a look of radiance. Then there's also Rays of Light. This is $20. This is an illuminating bronzing primer. It says you can use it with or without foundation to add warmth and radiance to the skin, and again with the satin finish. So like I said, both are $20. It says will be available tomorrow. So this was from 4 days ago. So they're definitely, by the time this video goes up, these are definitely already available on the Ofra Cosmetics website. And oh my gosh, I haven't said this yet, but this seems like a really good time to do it. I am now an affiliate with Ofra, which is so exciting to me because I enjoy Ofra products so much. I've been a fan of their liquid lipsticks for such a long time, of their highlighters for such a long time. Pillow Talk has been one of my absolute favorites for so long. I have somehow managed to capture their attention, and they just added me as an affiliate, which is so very exciting to me. So that's pretty cool. If you are purchasing anything from the Ofra website, I do have a discount code now with them. I believe it's just Samantha, but I'm going to go ahead and confirm that with the gal before this video goes up, but I'll have it on the screen and I will make sure to put it in my description box as well. So if you're picking anything up from Ofra, it is an affiliate discount code, so I do get a percentage of that sale. But if you are purchasing something and you want to save a little bit of money, my code now is just Samantha. So that's so cool. Like I'm so excited about that because I've loved Ofra for such a long time. I've bought so many other products myself. I've talked about them so much, so it's just really cool to get their attention too. So yay. Okay, so cool. That was a good spot to put that in there. But so going back to these primers, I have to say that I'm curious about both because I like how it says that it's supposed to give a look of radiance. That has me pretty intrigued, but I'm not sure, like, I feel like I'm kind of interested in the bronzer one just because of, you know, it's extremely warm in Iowa all of a sudden. It's crazy. So my husband is in a golf league on Thursdays. Last Thursday, he was golfing in a coat and a stocking cap. Last Thursday, he was golfing and it was 91 degrees outside. It was like how we switched so fast in Iowa. It is incredible. I feel like I'm getting like really hot right now. I have 2 lights on me and I can't turn the fan on when I'm filming, so I'm like hot because it's hot outside and it's hot in this house. But I feel like because of the weather getting into warm weather, for some reason my mind immediately goes to the bronzing primer. So I feel like these both sound really interesting. I kind of want to try one out, but I'm not sure. I feel like I would only need to try one, you know? Like, oh my gosh, I'm interested in this too. Huh, would you look at that? So I feel like I would only need to try one. I almost put up 2 fingers. Let me know which one you think that you would be most interested in, or just kind of what you're feeling on that one from Ofra. But yeah, new releases from Ofra, and I'm now an affiliate with them. So super cool news. I've been talking about how Too Faced is expanding their Tutti Frutti collection in a few past Will I Buy It videos, and they're also coming out with some more blush duos. So this is the Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo, which is $30. I did purchase one of the like bronzer and highlight duos from the Tutti Frutti collection. It's called like Pineapple Paradise, and I actually really quite like it. I like both the bronzer and the highlight in there, and I use it quite a bit. I don't get as excited for the blush ones, and I feel like maybe it's because I'm more of a bronzer lover than I am a blush lover. But also I did just purchase the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow, and that's like a bronze toned blush that's in there. I've been kind of using it as kind of both, like both a bronzer and a blush. It's kind of a really unique shade on me, but I quite enjoy it. And again, like I have my Joué blush duos and all of that, so I don't feel like I would really need it. I don't feel a pull to this one as much as like maybe if it was a bronzer, I might feel more of a pull to it. But since it's blush, I'm like, I can probably go ahead and pass over that. But thought I'd let you know we got some more new Tutti Frutti items coming out here from Too Faced. So I can't remember if I've touched on the Joué summer collection. I feel like maybe I talked about like one thing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the whole collection now. So this is their summer 2019 collection. This is the Tan Lines collection. So let's see, it has in here lip glosses. It also has a blush bouquet, which I do really like their blush bouquets. The Cheeky Summer Dual Blush Palette is what that's called. It's $30. And also the Tan Lines eyeshadow palette. This is $34. It has matte shimmers and luxe foil shades. It's going to be available on May 31st online at Joué, and it should be coming into Sephora as well. So the actual eyeshadow palette, I don't get super jazzed for. It's pretty, but I don't think it's anything me. It definitely, I mean, like the colors in there definitely do, you know, remind me of summer and all of that. And there's some pretty ones in there, but I just don't feel like I need it. I'm trying to think if I've tried any Jouer eyeshadows. For whatever reason, the Jouer eyeshadow palettes just don't call to me a lot. Jouer genuinely used to be a brand that really just didn't call to me in general, and then I started trying a few of their products like the blush duos and the bronzer duos, and I was super into them. I really like the concealer. I still want to try out the foundation, but for whatever reason, their eyeshadow palettes usually don't turn my attention, and this one didn't either. Let's see, the blush palette looks absolutely beautiful. It really does. Those shades in there look so pretty, but I already have 2 Jouer blush duos already, so I probably don't need to add another one to my collection. Honestly, I'd rather purchase the other bronzer duo, which those are now available at Sephora, which is super exciting. I got so many tags when that came into Sephora because for whatever reason the blush duos were available at Sephora but not the bronzer duos, but they are now there. The last time I looked though, they were sold out. I have the light to medium one, but I want to get the next one for, you know, entering into summer. And just, does it look like Perry's like coming out of my head? Maybe that's why I can't have them up higher. I wanted to get that one for into the summer months where I get a little bit tanner. Like, it might be nice to have another bronzer option. So I probably don't need that. And then for the lip glosses, I know a lot of people really enjoy Jouer lip glosses, and I feel like I've tried a few, like I've had a few minis, but it didn't cause me to go crazy. But that also might have been when I was like not really a big lip gloss fan or wearing lip glosses a lot. So maybe I should try them again and see what I think now that I'm loving lip glosses more. But probably I'm going to pass over this collection from Jouer. Just not a lot calls to me, or I don't feel like I need a lot, but you'll have to let us know what you think about that one. So Urban Decay is coming out with the Heavy Metal Glitter collection. I had to look at this like quite a few times to see everything that was going on here, but it includes the Heavy Metal Glitter eyeliners. These are $21. They're coming out with new shades in this. And it says Urban Decay is donating 25% of the purchase of the shade Stonewall to benefit the Stonewall Foundation. It's a nonprofit. It says New York City's LGBTQ Foundation. So if you purchase that shade, which is Stonewall, 25% of that will go to that foundation. So that's pretty cool. Wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And then we also have the Heavy Metal Glitter Gel. This is $22. It says inspired by their glitter gel eye from the early 2000s. It has a vibrant, hyper sparkly and buildable formula for the eyes, body, and face to last up to 9 hours. So I have a lot of the Heavy Metal Glitter liners. I don't really need any more. I actually did declutter. I just posted a new moving makeup declutter. I decluttered a few out of there. The gels do, like, they sound interesting, but not like something that I feel like I'm going to wear a ton or I probably need a lot of. So I think that I would pass over those also. I also have the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil for $22. They're coming out with 4 new shades. I probably own the most, like out of all of my eyeliners, which if you watch my makeup inventory video, I own a lot of eyeliners. I probably own the most in the 24/7 Glide On pencils. I one time got a PR package from Urban Decay with, I swear, like probably every single shade of liners in there. It was like crazy overwhelming. I gifted out a ton and put a bunch into giveaways, but I still kept a lot for myself because there was a lot of pencils, okay? So I'm pretty stocked up there. And then they're also coming out with new shades in the Hi-Fi Shine Ultra Cushion Lip Gloss for $20. These are shiny glitter lip glosses, are kind of the shades that are coming out. It does say that all this will be available in June. I do like the Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses from Urban Decay. Again, I have quite a few shades. I did just declutter 1 or 2, I think it was, in my moving makeup declutter, and just kind of kept my favorites, just trying to like whittle down my collection as best as I could with that declutter. So I'm probably pretty good there. And again, that these say they're kind of more of the, obviously with the collection they have glitter on them, which isn't necessarily like my favorite or what I'm into, but we have a whole bunch of glitter, if that's your thing, a whole bunch of glitter products coming out from Urban Decay here shortly. Kind of crazy to me filming on a Friday, and I still feel like I have so much to talk about. Like if I would have waited to film this on Monday, I don't even want to know how long that video would be. But it makes me wonder if next Wednesday's video is going to be like hella long. Might be. Okay, so we have some new palettes coming out from Makeup Revolution. This is in collaboration with Rachel Leary, who I just looked at her Instagram, and she is quite stunning. So we have the Ultimate Goddess palette, which is $20, and then the Goddess on the Go palette, I was trying to say glow, for $15. So it looks like in each of them you have both a mixture of face and eye shades. The palettes do look really pretty. Makeup Revolution just doesn't really turn my attention a whole lot. I don't purchase a ton from the brand, like not a lot, just really gives me a double take. I'm not super familiar with the collaborator either, so really nice prices on these, which again is pretty typical for Makeup Revolution, but just didn't get a double take, so I know that I don't have to try to talk myself into it, especially now because this week I am interested in products and I've made a purchase. It's a big deal. Okay, alrighty, so Farsali is coming out with a new product. This is the Haldi Eyes. Am I saying that right? The Haldi Eyes. A brightening eye cream. Okay, it says to moisturize, glow, and prime with one cream. This is going to be $40 and available May 28th at Farsali. So when I think of Farsali, I think of like their glow drop. You guys, you're probably doing this at home, right? Like I think of like their glow drops, the rose gold serum, the unicorn essence. They just came out with the glass drops that I almost purchased in the VIB sale, but ended up not doing. I know that they just released it had the word bay in it, like hydration bay, like it was like a primer but also like skincare at the same time. But I don't know, I don't really think of Farsali when it comes to like skincare, you know, versus like skincare. It's like skincare. I'm on a roll today, Samantha. Regardless of that, I do have a lot of eye creams. Like I really do enjoy eye creams, but I have the ones that I tend to like reach for, repurchase a lot. The Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Creme, I just ran out of that one. The Olay Deep Hydrating Eyes, I've repurchased that multiple times. So I don't feel like I need this one. Not super interested in this one. Regardless, if I'm gonna purchase anything from Farsali, it's probably gonna be the glass drop thing. I was really hoping they would come out with a mini though, because I really don't want to spend $54 on the full size, but I saw a couple people did pick it up in the VIB sale, and I'm just waiting for the reviews. Like, am I going to need to purchase that now that my makeup fatigue is over? Okay, so next up we have, this was so funny because I got tagged on this palette, and the very first tag that I saw come in for this was, can you guess the brand? Because I mentioned in my Will I Buy It videos, I like to try to guess the brand when I get tagged on a product. And so I made sure, like right away, I went to the photo and I covered it up on my phone, and I looked at this palette and I looked at this palette and I was like, gosh, who is this? And then I saw it was Lorac, and I was like, literally Lorac would have been like one of the last brands I would have thought about for this kind of like neon eyeshadow palette. So that's pretty cool. This is the Neon Lights. It has 10 shades. It says the top row has bright mattes and a transition shade, and the bottom row is metallic and sparkly colors. This is $29. It's going to be limited edition. It will be available June 4th online at Ulta Beauty, and also June 10th online at Lorac. It's interesting that it'll be at Ulta first. Okay, so I think it's really cool that Lorac is doing this. Not a lot from Lorac typically gets me jazzed, and I always kind of feel like Lorac is maybe a little bit behind. And I'm wearing a neon shirt today. That's cool. Didn't I just say in like a Will I Buy It video not that long ago that I'm not really into neons? I will still stand firm though on the makeup. I'm not really a neon makeup kind of girl. But I have been buying like a few more. I think in that video I was wearing a neon yellow shirt as well. So I said for clothes, I'm like, okay. For like makeup and nails, I'm like, not so much. Bought another neon shirt. I also bought a neon pink shirt because I went to Forever 21 to buy a gift for my friend, and I came out with clothes for me. But I will stand firm right now that I'm not into like the neon makeup trend, or you guys know like really colorful eyeshadows is just not my thing. I know a lot of people don't like me for that and leave me really nasty comments, but it's like I know what I like and I know what I enjoy and I know what makes me happy. Like if I'm gonna go to my favorite restaurant where I know I love their nachos, and I'm gonna go in there and people are gonna be like, Sam, I'm gonna get the nachos today? That's your favorite. You really enjoy those. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna get a salad. Like my friends would be like, why? Nachos are your thing. Nachos are your, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. That's kind of like how I think of it with makeup. Like, I enjoy what I enjoy. I like what I like, and I will wear what it is that I like just as I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. Does that analogy make any sense today? The palette though looks really beautiful. I think a lot of people would quite like this palette. $29 I don't think is a bad price. You know, it is limited edition, so keep that in mind, but there's some really beautiful shades in there. I just don't think I would get a ton of use out of this. You know, I did go ahead and purchase the Riviera palette and immediately regretted it because I barely touched that thing, so that's a bummer. That was me trying to eat a salad and realizing I don't want a salad. I want to eat my nachos. Almost finished. We have another new eyeshadow palette coming out from Too Faced. This is the Shake Your Pom-Poms. Wasn't there another brand that had a name like that? Is that the name of the, yep, no it is, Shake Your Pom-Poms. I'm gonna have to look that up. It says it has neutrals and matte shimmer and pearl finishes. It smells like peaches and cream vacation dreams for $25. It's supposed to be travel friendly palette size, infused with peach and sweet fig milk. Will be coming soon. Cute palette, cute packaging, all that good stuff. Just not something that intrigues me. I'm just noticing now, I've looked at this picture several times, and I'm just noticing now that some of the pan shapes are different, and I'm wondering if people are going to be very angry about that. It's a pretty palette, you know, it looks kind of like maybe one of like a go-to like basic palette, but I have a lot of those in my collection. I don't feel like I really need this one. $25 is not a bad price, but nothing that really gets me super jazzed, so I know that I can pass over that. Two more items. We have Farsali is coming out with a new product. This is the Satin Skin Mist. Satin Skin, very in. Nice. This is an oil-free liquid powder mist with Okinawa clay for balanced satin smooth skin. Okay, this is, I was looking for the price. This is going to be $48. Okay, going to be available May 18th online at Tatcha and Sephora. I'm actually just not a huge fan of Tatcha skincare. They are definitely very, very pricey. I've tried some of their products and I think that they're nice, but nothing that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. Like when it comes to expensive skincare, I would rather purchase Drunk Elephant because I've seen really good results using that skincare. With Tatcha, I just almost feel like, I don't know if I want to say with Tatcha, I feel like you have to have really good skin to enjoy the products, but I just feel like, I don't know, maybe I feel that way. But I just feel like the products, at least that I've tried, you know, I haven't tried every single thing in the Tatcha line, so let me throw that out there, but I just feel like the products I've tried, I just need it to be like a little bit more. I just need a little bit more of an oomph or something along those lines. So Drunk Elephant, that's where I would prefer to spend my money when it comes to skincare. That's where I have spent my money when it comes to skincare, not necessarily Tatcha. So I just, whenever I see a new release from them, I can't say I'm just like, yes. I'm usually just like, I can pass on that. But, you know, probably see people spraying their face with this on Instagram. Super cool, super cool. Alright, and then the last product. This was one that had me intrigued, and then now I was intrigued, and then I was intrigued again, and then I was kind of confused, and I feel like I've had a lot of like emotions, conflicting emotions about this one. But this is a collaboration with Ipsy and Tetris. Who saw that coming? Because I didn't. And then I was like, okay, so it's Ipsy. Is this only going to be in like the glam bags? What is this all about? But it says this is a limited edition collection, the Tetris and Ipsy glam bag. A collection to celebrate the Tetris 35th anniversary. 35th anniversary? Huh. Set is $39.99. It comes with lip balms, it has eyeshadow palettes, it has lip glosses, it has some brushes in there. It says it's going to be available on June 1st online at Ipsy. Okay, so it says available for glam bag members, have to be signed up by May 30th. So I was trying to figure out, and I was reading the comments because I was like, is the full collection coming in at Ipsy bag, or only some of the products coming in Ipsy bag? Can you purchase this separately? And I know that Trend Mood even said in there, like, she was trying to get the full scoop on everything so she could post an update. That will probably be up by the time this video is up, so there's probably going to be that information out there. But it sounds like you can purchase items on the Ipsy website, and then they will also go out in the Ipsy bags, I think. I'm not 100% on that, but again, more information will be coming. I did see a lot of the comments that people were upset about like the eyeshadows and stuff, like not necessarily like clicking together. I know, I totally get it. A lot of people are saying like this collection could have been this, but instead it's only that. I totally understand. I kind of do feel the same way too. Like the outer packaging is super cool and everything. I like the looks of it, I do, but it's really not enough to get me hyped. Again, I liked Tetris, I did, but I can't say that I'm like diehard, that I was just like waiting for the Tetris collection to come out. But I also wasn't super big into like a lot of these different games when I was a kid too. You could mostly find me reading books. I like it. I think it's cool. It's so fun to see how all these things from like the 90s and stuff are coming back. That's so neat. Like I said, I went into Forever 21. So cool. I was looking at t-shirts with like Rugrats on them. I was like, this is awesome. And Tetris just isn't one that got me like super hyped. I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. I like the vibe. I like the concept and all of that. But I don't think it's something that I would be going out to purchase myself. If I was signed up for the Ipsy glam bags and I got some of the products in there, I would think that that would probably be pretty cool, but I'm not currently signed up for the Ipsy glam bags, and I'm not going to sign up just because of the Tetris. And I totally don't judge you if you do, because I feel like a lot of people would, and it's a really cool thing, and I think it's really fun to see Ipsy do that. So I'm all about that, but it's just not enough to get me hyped for it. Does that make sense? But after that, that is going to wrap it up for this week's Will I Buy It video. You will have to let me know what has caught your attention. What are you interested in? What are you passing over? Please do let me know. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.